Coming up on this issue of Sector 2815, I'll share with you the latest DC news, and then I'll show you the latest items that I got. Coming up right after this. Thanks for coming back to this issue of Sector 2815. As always, I'm Paul Cook. If you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're so inclined, and don't forget to hit the notification button so that you're alerted whenever I upload new content. We'll get to the books that I recently acquired right after this quick look at the news. Lots of DC news this week, coming out of their official release of their December solicitations. First, you just can't keep a good Swamp Thing down. Popular creator Jeff Lemire is teaming up with acclaimed artist Doug Mahnke to release a 3-issue Black Label series called Swamp Thing: Green Hell. It is described as a gory, gruesome monster mash, where the fate of humanity rests in the hands of someone who isn't human at all. The Earth is all but done. The last remnants of humanity cling to a mountaintop island, lost in endless floodwater. The parliaments of the green, the red, and the rot all agree it's time to wipe the slate clean and start the cycle of life over again. And to do so, they've united their powers to summon an avatar, one of the most horrific monsters to ever stalk the surface of this forsaken planet. Against a creature like that, there can be no fighting back, unless you have a soldier who understands the enemy, someone who has used its tactics before, someone like Alec Holland. Shame he's been dead for decades. Mark Russell and Steve Lieber combined to bring you a new 6-issue limited series, One Star Squadron, a comedic take on the old DC series All-Star Squadron. Stars Red Tornado, Power Girl, Gangbuster, Minuteman, Plastic Man, and more, and is described as heroism meets capitalism. Another 6-issue limited series from DC is Robert Venditti and Michael Avon Oeming's take on Superman's homeworld in the world of Krypton. When a cataclysmic event befalls Krypton's natural world, it points towards a mass extinction in the making. Jor-El, head of Krypton's revered science council, embarks on a mission to save a world that may already have passed the point of no return. Besides Jor-El, expect to see General Drew-Zod and even a young Kara Zor-El. Following on their recent announcement of an ongoing Robins book, DC has announced a new ongoing all-ages Batgirl series. Becky Cloonan, Michael Conrad, and Jorge Corona team up in the book, starring Cassandra Cain and Stephanie Brown as the Batgirls, with Barbara Gordon as Batgirl Prime Oracle guiding their paths. Finally, DC has announced the latest Batman crossover event following up on Fear State. The new 12-week event is called Shadows of the Bat. Out of the ashes of Arkham Asylum, Arkham Tower rises in Gotham City. But the tower soon falls to the inmates, and Batman's allies are drawn back into the madness at the heart of Gotham and the plans of the mysterious Dr. Ware. The story kicks off with a prelude issue number 0 in November's Detective Comics 2021 annual. Mariko Tamaki and Matthew Rosenberg are the guiding hands behind the writing, and different chapters will see art by Ivan Rice, Danny Miki, Max Rayner, Amarke Nahulpan, and Jorge Belair. And that's a quick look at the news. Now let's take a look at some of the things that I picked up over the last couple of weeks. I got them from a variety of sources. I got some from eBay. I got some from Instagram. I purchased some right off of some of the websites. And then I got something from ComicConnect.com as well. The first thing that I got is, this is Batman Fear State number 1. This is the Jason Fabok cover. Jason Fabok is a favorite artist of mine. He hasn't done a lot of work since Three Jokers. I loved him when he was back with Jeff Johns on Justice League. And again, this is just a cover that I couldn't pass up. I'm also waiting for the minimal trade dress to show up as well. but this is Fear State Alpha, which has kicked off the Fear State series through all the Batman books. Another Fear State comic that I got again is Fear State Alpha, but this is another one of my my favorite artists. This is Francisco Mattina. This was a trade dress, the team variant foil. Again, this is Francisco Mattina, and this is Fear State Alpha #1, the team variant foil. Going to some slabs that I got recently. I picked up Star Wars #81 in a 9.6. This is a famous Tom Palmer painted cover. This actually is a kind of a minor key that may get bigger. People are speculating on this because this is the first appearance of Boba Fett after he appeared in the adaptations that were in the Star Wars issues. So this was the return of Boba Fett. This explains how he came back from the Sarlacc pit. And with the book of Boba coming to Disney Plus later on this year, many people are speculating that this issue may kind of take off. But I actually got it because I just love this cover. This Tom Palmer painted cover is just tremendous. The next thing I got is kind of important for lots of different reasons. First of all, it is Last Ronin, which is a pretty popular series right now. TMNT, it has really just kind of taken off in the past couple of years. They're probably, if not one of the hottest independent properties going right now. And this title certainly has helped them. So this is a really hot title. This is a Frankie's Comic Peach Momoko exclusive. And Peach Momoko is an extremely hot artist right now. She's doing work almost exclusively for Marvel. But she's really a hot artist, especially a cover artist. Then it also is hot because, as you can see, it's signed by Kevin Eastman. So that's issue. That's the third reason why it's hot. The fourth issue why it's hot is remarked by Kevin Eastman. And then finally, the reason why it's hot is because it's a 9.9. So it's a mint copy. This is my first and only 9.9 that I own right now. And I'm just so excited to get it. And I can't thank Rob's Fat Stacks of Comics for helping me to get this. It was a tremendous pickup for me, and I just couldn't be happier. And then finally, the last book that I got. Those of you who know me know that I'm a big Green Lantern fan. It's what my channel is named after, Sector 2815. Just one over from Sector 2814, which is the sector that Earth is in. I own every Green Lantern comic from Hal Jordan's first appearance back in Showcase 22, which was in 1959, to present. So I own over 60 years of Green Lantern comics. So what that leaves left are the Golden Age appearances of Green Lantern. There were 38 issues of the Green Lantern comic, the Golden Age Green Lantern comic. And then he first appeared in All-American Comics number 16. And he was in every issue from issue 16 to issue 102. So that's 87 issues. I think I have 5 All-American issues, so I still have a ways to go. But to fill in my collection, I need to collect the Golden Age issues of Green Lantern and the All-American comics that have him in that. Now, I don't, for a second, imagine that I will ever get an All-American 16. Not only is it extremely expensive, but it's one of the most rare Golden Age comics that there is. But I am working on getting some of his Golden Age appearances. Like I said, I have 5 All-American comics, and I just picked up, this is Green Lantern number 11 in a 6.0. For those of you who collect Golden Age comics, you know that it can be extremely difficult to collect any issues in the Golden Age that are higher than a 5 or a 5.5. They just, a lot of them just don't exist. But I managed to get a 6.0 Green Lantern comic. And so this is now my second Golden Age Green Lantern comic. So I have 36 more to go on the Green Lantern proper type Golden Age title. And I have 82 comics to go in my All-American run. So I was just thrilled to get this. It just arrived the other day. And like I said, I'm going to be building out my Green Lantern Golden Age now. Those are my next comics that I have to get. So that's going to do it for this issue of Sector 2815. As always, I'm Paul Cook. And again, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, the subscribe button, hit the notification button so you're alerted whenever I upload content. Thank you for joining us. You are now leaving Sector 2815.